Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know. We have Primite Lordly Load from Rage of the Abyss, the card that everyone's talking about. Today is Friday. We head into the weekend, and this card is hot. It's fresh off the press, just like the channel, and it's been hot every single week. We talk about this card. Why? Because it's a secret rare from Rage of the Abyss. Hey, I got reprinted in Stampede. We just don't know. Fawallos came in this set and is coming as a reprint, so we'll see more about that the closer that we get into Stampede. But right now is the week before the release of the new structure deck, the Blue Eye structure deck. The hype is at all-time highs right now. Heading into this weekend, heading into the new week, next week, a lot of people hype. They're about to get their structure decks soon. They're like, yo, I can't wait to play this Primite engine with my Blue Eyes deck. A lot of people excited, and usually excitement causes FOMO, fear of missing out. Even though prices are already elevated, people look at the secret rare and they're like, man, card is beautiful. I need it. I need to play it. And look at that. Card was 8 bones. What your boy sold. Really sold that 9s. Hopefully that makes me feel better. And the card has been parabolic ever since. This chart is what, broken? What is going on? There we go. Excuse me, guys. This card has gone parabolic, guys. It says 80 bones. Here we are. 17 listings, 81 75s. You have 2 right there. Then the next place set is at 90s. Guys, we said this card when it was 40s, when it was $40, we said 75s was the target, the conservative target, and that the card could even be triple digits. I already put the fresh off the flashback about a week or two ago. So again, here we are. Here we are. This is the hype cycle for this card. It's going parabolic right now. We still expect your triple digits, as that base target right now from 75s. And it might be even 105s, 110s, 115s. I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh, when people need a card, we've seen it reach exorbitant prices, guys. We've seen it in the past. And again, people need play sets of the secret rare. And a lot of people, hey, Blue Eye support, a lot of people, that motivates people that used to play Yu-Gi-Oh before. Maybe they want to come back now. So again, all that hype, all that demand, excuse me, guys, usually causes cards like these that are well needed to continue just going up in price. Look, no retracement back down to the mean, nothing too considerable, just literally going up since the Blue Eye structure that got announced and people realized that this card will be played with Blue Eyes. And here we are, only 2 pages. Yes, you have a couple of play sets here and there, people taking profits. Look at that, SpongeBob's house, man, that's funny. But again, listings are going lower. What can I say? If you're taking profits around this area, that's fine, that's good and well, because you're eating good, especially if you came in at way lower prices. So again, I can't blame people taking profits at these high elevated levels, especially selling into this hype right before the product releases. But again, excuse me, unless this card gets a reprint soon, I see the potential of this at least being a triple digi card. We're going to continue to monitor this card every single week. We're going to continue to come back, and every single week that we've came back for the last month, it feels this card has just always been going up. More than a month. Since last year, just always going up. Every time we discuss this card, every single week is up. At least $5-10 is up, just going up. It's insane what's happening with Primite Lordly Load secret rare. So again, if you need to play Blue Eyes, you're gonna have to pay a premium. Honestly, I'm looking at these crazy prices. You're going to have to pay a premium to play Blue Eyes, and that's expensive, man. Because if you start adding things up, you need 3 of these post-tax. You're looking at $300 essentially, and then you need ether barrels. That's $100. We're gonna just talk about that card right now. That's what, $400. Just 2 cards, 2 places. That's 6 out of your 40 cards without the extra deck. Shh. Dang. Man. And these are we're not even talking about the quarter centuries. If you want to, go max rarity as well. Man, oh man. Hey, a lot of people skipping rent next week, man. Finish, Jay, I need to finish building my Blue Eyes deck, man. Bleep rent. Man, who cares about no rent, man? There's priorities out here, man. So again, we have Primite Dragon Ether Barrel, guys, from Supreme Darkness, from Suda here. Again, look at that. Card came out. What's wrong with these charts, man? There we go. Let's go to the 3-month V-shape. Again, V-shape from 25s up to 33s, and here we are. Still here. Look, $100. Honestly, if I'm building the deck, might as well come in here and pay $100. You know, you come in here, $100 gets you a play set of these, live with the results. I mean, it's a little bit more, like 110s post-tax, but again, I'd be buying into these walls if I'm a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player. As an investor, I just continue to watch this chart to see if we curve back down and double bottom, or if this starts to curve back up, you know, and then I'd make my decision to get exposure if I'm looking for this card. But again, these ultras, it could be 40 to 50s. Potential's there, especially with the hype right now. A lot of volume coming in, but we'll see how this ultra rare continues to respond. Again, the deck, once the deck comes out, the next major event, that's going to be really the key. If it breaks this deck into the meta, or if it just stays on the side for casuals, you know, or as a rogue option. So we'll see. A lot of hype in the OCG, you know, it really made things happen over there. So again, high expectations for the Primite engine, especially with Blue Eyes. And it's also an engine that can be, you know, used in other decks as well. You know, Red Eyes got support recently. Not to say that they're going to go to a regional YCS and dominate, you know, these other decks, but there's other people trying to work shenanigans with the Primite engine and other deck builds as well. So again, these cards just have extremely high demand. So just they continue to be best selling, you know, selling at high levels here, selling out fast at a high rate, guys. So again, 34 listings, that's not that much. So we'll continue to monitor this one, you know, and these prices to see what happens with these Primite cards. Guys, if you need to buy any of the cards we're going to discuss today, first link in the description, come over here. And maybe even if you're not buying, you can at least track these. You can track all the cards we're going to be talking about. You know, here we have the full chart. You can click here and analyze these one by one to see if it's at your convenience to purchase these. It's good, man. The data, you know, it tells you, look, this one's crashing down. Cosmic Blazer, you want to buy the lows. You know, this one's spiking up. Maybe you want to consider selling, you know. But regardless, all of these cards are selling out fast. They're getting bought at high rates, guys. So you want to make sure you track this. First link in the description down below. Just track these cards as we, you know, continue to talk about them. And if you need to purchase any of these at your convenience, a couple of clicks right there, boom, it immediately opens it up and you can purchase it from there, guys. We have Mulcharmy Meows, the cat Mulcharmy right here. This one hit what? It says 50s and then 55s. Yeah, it's just always been a $55 card essentially. And this is where it's at. I mean, it's bumping up to 60s here. Again, people are using this card. Don't get it twisted. We saw it from the YCS Orlando builds. People use this even in the side, or at least in the side, if they did a main deck. So again, the demand is there. And again, we have a YCS Orlando that recently passed, but people still have regionals. You know, people still have locals. People still have other events where, you know, they might get more use out of these cards as well. So the demand is here. It continues to be best selling. It is still a Mulcharmy card. And again, 28 listings. What we've been discussing about this card is that the value from the other Mulcharmies like Perulia and Fuwalos might be transferring over to this one because people are speculating that this particular card won't get reprinted in Stampede. We don't know anymore. We just don't know. They might be like, you know what? We'll reprint all Mulcharmies in existence in Stampede. You don't know, right? Again, it is not expected. I don't think it will happen. So many people think like me, and they're like, you know what? Let me take this value from Perulias, extra Perulias I had laying around, extra Fuwalos I had laying around. Let me buy the new Mulcharmy, the safer investment play. Let me put my hard-earned money into this, you know, my purchasing power into this card. And you're starting to see the bump up, you know, in price occurring right here. So again, 60s at the bottom of the page. You do have multiple wands of China, but essentially it is a $60 card now. When it first came out was 50s, even in the high 40s, I believe so. Let me see right here. Look at that. As low as 40 bones, but now it's a $60 card. And this will continue to remain high in demand as we continue to have YCS Vegas, Houston, you know, and those top tier events and regionals as well. I don't see this card retracing that hard or that strong back down to the mean. You know, again, we might attempt to double bottom at 50s, but that's the best case for a card. It's a Mulcharmy, man, and it's being used. RJ, but it's not like for Wallows. It's still being used. And again, that's the thought process behind this one. People, again, that's what I'd be doing. If I have, I have an extra place of a for Wallows, extra place of Perulia, I'd be selling those 2 extra play sets and getting me, you know, a playset or two of these, or however, you know, much money that is, just putting it into meows. That's what I'd be doing right now as well. Then we have Bao A Qu, the Lightless Shadow. Again, from Supreme Darkness, this card continues to hover at around the low to mid 30s. And again, right now, play set at around 100. I know most people just need one, but again, some people might be like, let me put in a hundo into this card. You know, one for me, one to trade or sell, you know, and one for your collection. You know, some people do that. So again, you know, you have options, but even if as a one-of, if you need this card as a one-of around 30s, we told you when this card was 29, 30s, the last time we talked about it, just get your one-of, man. You don't want to let the secret rare start creeping up to 40s and 50s and go crazy, you know, a month, 2 months into the format. Don't do that. You get your copy, you know, now. Yeah, could this go back down to 25s? Sure, it is possible. But you could also wake up one day and see this at 40s. So right now you're buying, you know, closer to the lows, especially to the ridiculous pre-sale prices and day one prices. Again, you want to buy it down here. Yeah, could this curve back down and make a new all-time low? Anything is possible. But right now, volume is consistent. You know what I mean? If it's to play, you come in. If it's as an investment, you want to get exposure, not bad at all. I'd wait a little bit more on the chart to see if we can see a little bit more consolidation on the 3-month, but at least on the monthly, you can see consolidation here enough to get exposure with your one-of at the very minimum. You know, when seeing a secret rare like this, not bad, honestly. Don't let this continue going up as a secret rare. Don't do that. A lot of demand. It's a meta-relevant card. You know, if you're building a new meta deck, you're going to need this card, so don't sleep on this card. Then we have Mitsubishis. Guys, the Mitsus. Mitsurugi's here, Mitsurugi Ritual. The Mitsubudis right here. Look at that. 23, 24 bones, went up to 30s, and now crashing back down. It says to 25s, and here we are. In last night's live stream, we saw this card. It was like 23, 24. So, you know, a lot of sell pressure coming in, a lot of walls, but a lot of people buying this card up. A lot of people buying this card right now. Why? Because it's still relevant, man. Just topped and got to the finals of a YCS. But like we said in last night's live stream, again, you know, if you need it, 25s is better than 30s. You know what I mean? You mean what I know. So if you need exposure, I can't blame you. But, you know, with the sell pressure, a lot of people are going to feel that this deck, you know, this support, this deck core needs new support. That's what I meant to say. That this deck core needs new support from Alliance Insight to truly break it into the top tier status, in the sense like to be the dominant deck in the room, you know, heavily represented, everyone using it and the engine. So again, that's what a lot of people are saying right now. That's the talk of the town. But it's still represented again at regionals. It can still do very well. So just something to consider as well. So again, at 25s, not bad. You need exposure. You need the card, especially to play. Not bad at all. As an investor, you know, I still think we have more room to potentially double bottom or even go closer to the low 20s. So we'll continue to monitor how this card continues to perform. It is best selling though. It is hot, fresh off the press right now. You know, a lot of people picking these cards up, and I honestly can't blame him. Then here we have Amy, no. Murakumo, no. Yes, maybe. Mitsubishi here, yo. Oh, man, we have the Ritual, guys. The Mitsurugi Ritual right here. Yeah, it's curving back down, man. It's making new all-time lows at around 5s. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, when it comes to this card, the only thing that can make this truly be like a double-digit card and, you know, at a higher valuation, it would be like new support. You know, Alliance Insight, new support, you know, but yeah, I mean, if it's new support, it'll probably be another Ritual monster, so it might not even change, you know, how many of these you play, but just the hype alone. Oh, new support announced. It could cause this to spike, but honestly, 5 bones, I mean, it's looking like it could even crack that range to the downside, become even go into the 4s, guys. So something to keep in mind. This card got really hyped. You know, it was like what? I mean, that's his high sale price at 25s, but you know, really the card went up to 7. I think it was 6 7s, maybe 8s recently. You know, off the initial hype, but now it's dying back down. Whoever wants it has it, and now people are buying this less as they realize that the best deck heading eventually into Alliance Insight will still continue to be, again, for the next 2-3 months until we get the next new core set, Ryzeal Fiendsmith. So again, people are, they have extra copies, they're moving those. But if you need it, 5 bones, that's not bad. 5 bones, if you're building the deck, if you're getting the pieces, yeah, it could continue going a little bit lower or whatever, but honestly, I can't blame you if you're actually doing the deck building. Then we have Dark Fusion, secret rare, guys, speed duel, secret rare, parabolic. Look, Evo Hero hype, people are like, oh, I need high rarity, max rare. Look at that. Card was 11s, says 1367s. You have 2 there, but really, 9 listings only. Single digit listings. After that, it goes to 1750s, and the true wall is what, 1850s? I mean, with shipping. So again, we can see that the card goes parabolic towards the bottom of the page. So just craziness going on, man. The Evo Hero players are like, you know what, Jay, I need my max rarity Dark Fusion. And this one has an OG Ultra as well. But this secret rare, these look clean. I will not lie. These look very, very clean. I had this card. I don't know if you guys seen it in person, but this card looks so nice. Evo Hero players are going to want this version. Jay, I don't like the speed duel attack. Still, man, this secret rare, the quality, on point, man, and it's going up in price. So if you have this card, you essentially have money. Just in case you didn't know, it's getting bought out right now, cleaned out of the markets. So again, as you guys can see, secret rare's going up. Me, I'd be selling into this Evo Hero hype. 1, what are they really doing in the meta? Nada, nothing. 2, this card will probably get a reprint in Stampede one way or another. Even if it's like a platinum secret and a quarter century, people buying these secrets will probably prefer the quarter century anyway. So I'd be selling this card into this hype, especially if it comes up here, near 20s or beyond. I'd be consider moving this card. It's hard to get. It's a speed duel card. I'd be selling this if I'd had it. But yeah, this card is making moves, man. Evo Hero hype. Then we have Crimson Dragon last night on stream. This card was $30. $30. Just wild. 12 listings only. You have a one up there. I mean, that is 30 bones with shipping plus tax. I mean, this card is getting ridiculous. Just getting ridiculous, guys. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. 1-ofs. 5-ofs at 31s. Then it reaches mid-30s at the bottom of the page towards 40s with shipping. And then gone. 1 page only. 8 listings only. Thanks to Blue Eyes Hype, the Prismatics. The OGs are up. The quarter centuries are up. All of these cards are going up in price. Any and all Crimson Dragon. Look at the OG. The OG, parabolic. Look at that. 1 at 36, a couple at mid-30s, then 50 bones. Like Blue Eyes Hype, we're going to talk about more Blue Eyes cards, later, coming very, very soon here in the Market Watch. But look at that. 2 10s for the quarter century. That's where you see plenty, mind you, for a card that was double digits. Wild. What's going on with Crimson Dragon? These cards are hot right now. They're just selling like hotcakes. Everyone feels like they need them. They're building their Blue Eyes deck right now. And the hype is just going bonkers. So Crimson Dragon, best be in Stampede. I'd be selling into this Blue Eyes hype, especially if you bought at 15s. When we changed our tune, in the sense, we saw the fundamentals. We saw that it was a Blue Eyes card. We said, guys, buy. And now people out here up 2x on the Prismatics. And who knows, it might end up being a $40, $50. Just, you get up, bro. Hype. People, Blue Eyes and deck building in that sense. Yo, I want my Blue Eyes deck. Yo, like that feeling, it causes buyouts, man. It causes extreme demand. We have Fiendsmith engravers, guys. Look at that. Card was 93 bones. I was telling people to sell at triple digits when it was 100. But recently I said, guys, if you need the card, this engine is played with Ryzeal and essentially is the best deck right now. And it shall continue to be the best deck for the next couple of months. But the card continues to retrace. Why? I mean, some people probably are fearful that this card can get reprinted in Stampede. That's like the only logical reason why you see 50 listings and it's back down at the mid 60s. That's crazy. And you have play sets here too. So there's plenty of listings before the card even reaches back up to 70s. So, again, as it continues to go down, yes, maybe you want to wait a little bit of consolidation. But if you need it, in the 60s to play, $200 for a play set, not bad. Not bad, honestly, not bad. Again, considering, you know, the demand for this card and the use for this card in the current meta. So again, yeah, could it rebound to 75? Sure. It could also go back down into the 50s. You know, so again, anything is possible for a card like this, especially with a lot of people speculating that it can get reprinted. But right now it's hot. It's best selling, even though as it's going down in price, people still need this card. They're still switching over. Oh, you know, I had Mitsubishi's, but now I want to go back to Fiends, you know, engravers, and, you know, so keep that in mind. But yeah. I remember, yeah, when we were anything under $100, we were like, sell this card. Sell into this hype. Yes, it's needed. We understand, but you sell into that demand, and now the card is down over 40% since those levels. Massive crash for this card. And it's weird how the markets work sometimes. You know, this is the best deck right now, you know, the best engine inside the best deck, and it's going down in price. It's crazy. Usually you would think, you know, that it would be pumping into oblivion after winning YCS Orlando, but here we are. We got to take the market for what it is, and it's engravers, man. There you go. We have Dragon Master Magia, quarter century secret rare. When the card was $800, I was telling people, buy the card. Literally made it in a weekend video where we said cards to be buying. It was a couple of weeks ago at $800. I got slack for it. I got destroyed in the comment section. Jay, how can you be telling people to buy an $800 card? It's Magia. It could get reprinted at any time. You know, it's such an expensive card. You know, for it to 2x, it needs to be $1,600. Why would people do this, that, and the third, and all that yapping, and all that complaining, and all that whining? Guys, and the whole point is, if you're playing Blue Eyes, and you're playing this version with Magia, yeah, I get it. The OCG, and most people don't need Magia, I understand. But there's going to be Blue Eyes players out there that they're going to want their Magia. They're going to want it in their extra deck just as an option, you know, because they have rent money. Extra rent money to spend. You know what I mean? With rent money Magia, and you come here, yes, these sales have been manipulated, you know, so we can't see these volume candles. You can clearly see manipulation as we discuss. You know, I believe it was in last night's live stream. So look, a lot of manipulation going on. But then there might be real sales happening in between the manipulation as well. And you come in here today and you do clean this up janitor style. And if you want a Magia, right now, you're going to have to pay a ban. A ban. 3 listings only right now. If you're like, you know what, I want a Magia because I want to collect it, or I want to play it in my Blue Eyes deck because I just feel like it, you're going to have to pay a ban. This card was $800. So right now, whoever wants a Magia needs to pay an extra $200 just because. Scarcity. You know, scarcity right there. And then after that one sales is a G2. So, you know, they're going to have to pay an extra $400 if they want the same card that we were talking about it at $800. And then after that, it gets ridiculous. $2,000 a pop. But where's that kid now? Where's the people in the comment section? Oh, Jay, this, that, and the third. It went up in price. That does not mean that you can't get a deal, that someone can't come in and list theirs at a 900 or even 800 again. But these are the facts. Right now, as we discuss this market watch and this card inside this market watch right now, today, we can see the card. You need a ban to buy it, plus tax. It's the facts. It's up $200 since we told people to buy, and here we are. I got a lot of slack for it, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, that necessarily I was like, yeah, I get it. You know, I got to, hey, there's always that disclaimer. Any card can get reprinted at any time. That's just the way it is. But these are the facts. If you want Magia today compared to a couple of weeks ago, you need to take an extra $200 from your pocket and give it to the seller. You know, that's just, it is what it is. So we told you guys to buy $800, you know, and don't let me be that guy. Come back and make a fresh off the flashback when this is a G2 and beyond. Don't do that. But I mean, at a band, it's kind of up there now, you know. Rent money, man. Rent money, Magia, making moves. Super scarce right now. And that's all we said. We said in that video, hype alone, speculation. Who cares if the card is played or not? Speculation and hype alone. Oh, Blue Eyes. You know, a new structure deck. I want Magia now more than ever. They come in, and as you can see, card is gone. Mr. Clean going to work, and he's back at it. We have Tenyi Spirit Tsuruya from Supreme Darkness from Suda. This one has V-Shape recovered from 10-11s to 12s. But really, it's a $13 card. You know, it's a $13 card. But again, guys, when we see a card like this, beautiful secret rare, beautiful card, I'm not buying it if it ain't $5. I'm just not buying it. You can see here, You have a couple of listings here, but really that's 11s, at around 11s, and then it's really a $13 card. Jay, but it's 13s. You really think it's going to go down to 5s? No one knows, but I ain't touching this. Why? What is it doing? That's a real question. It literally comes down to that. Yes, it's a secret rare from Corset. It's a worm tuner. It works well with a sword, so this, that, and the third. Where's Sword Soul? How many of them top? YCS Orlando. Jay, but you can't only compare a 2,000 player event. What if it does well in regional? Sure. It could do well in regionals, maybe even top a region. Anything is possible, for sure. This card helps Sword Soul. We understand. Tenyi, Sword Soul, Tenyi. We understand. But in the highest of levels of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive scene, you did not see this anywhere. You didn't see it anywhere. So those are clear-cut signs. In the next month or two, I expect this card to reclaim the single-digit range, and your boy's waiting for 5 bones. That's what I'm waiting for. If not, I'm not really interested in this card. This is not doing anything. Could it do something in the future? Sure, it can. Yes, but right now it ain't doing anything, and I don't see this doing anything in the foreseeable future. Anything considerable, like Team YCS, Tenyi Sword Soul 1, or YCS Houston. I don't see that happening. So again, we'll see what happens, but nah. I wouldn't be buying this card. Who knows, man? Might continue going up to 15s, maybe even become a $20 card. The markets, you never know. But me, I'd be, moving on until bigger and better things from these current prices. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Then we have Sinful Spoils of Subversion. Snake Eye. I always get confused. I don't know which of these cards were hit on the list or not. Like, I know one of the spells were hit. I don't know if it was this one or the other one. Where is it, man? Where is it? I don't know. The one that we discussed yesterday. I know one of these is on the list. Was it this one? It's at 1 or something, if I'm not mistaken, the one that we discussed. If I'm not mistaken. Or did it get banned? I don't even know, guys. The whole point is that this version is going up. Sinful Spoils of Subversion, Snake Eye is going up. It's going up. It is. It says target one face of monster, place it in the face up in his own spell and tries to continue a spell. This card is good, because it's generic in the sense, where is it? Like Argo Stars. That is not just like a Snake Eye card, or just a card that works just like with the Sinful Spoils engine. But it's good. This card is very, very good in that sense, because there's Argo Stars. They work that way. Look, Argo Stars. I think we're gonna talk about this card later on in the Market Watch. But look, during your opponent's turn, if you control continuous trap card, quick effect, you can banish a card from your hand. Okay, this turn. Your opponent can activate cards in response to activation and continuous trap cards or their effects. You can banish, so this look at it. Continuous trap with different things from your hand or face up in your spell and trap zone. So again, this whole deck core revolves, around a card like this. I would assume they play the card. I haven't seen the list or anything like that. But again, this card is going up. Quarter Century Secret Rare from Dune. Card is going parabolic, as you can see here. Card was what? The lows were 15, 16s, spiking up. It says the 20s, but we're at 35s. And after a couple, we hit 50s. And after that, 80s and beyond. 1 page only, 8 listings only, single-digit listings right here. Let's see. What's the other version of this card? Was it like what? An Ultra? Okay, it was a secret. And it got reprinted in the tins. I like this, man. I like this card. I do. The OGs are 2s. These I forgot these came in the tin. Look at that, going parabolic, guys. From 50 cents has become a $2 card essentially. So the walls of China are there. Yeah, quietly. No one's looking at this card. Has been making moves from the tins. I forgot this card came in the tins. I'll be honest. I had no clue. So it's going up in price. If you have this card from the tins, you got money that you didn't know compared to, it was shekels before. So yeah, man, it's crazy. The moves that this card has been making. And make sure you guys keep this one in mind. We have Elza Azamina of the White Forest. We talked about it in our video earlier this week as the card was crashing down in price, but it continues to be best selling. Look at that. Even as it's entering falling knife mode again, it continues to be best selling. Look, low 20s now. I expect this card to reach the teens, but it continues to be hot. Why? Because people are coming in and they're still building their, White Forest decks. They're getting ready for Alliance Insight, and that's smart. I still think this one particularly has more room to go down, so I wouldn't be touching it right now. I wouldn't be buying it right now, because look, we just made a new all-time low. I'd be waiting for more consolidation, especially on the monthly chart. But on the 3-month, we're falling knife mode. I wouldn't be touching this card right now. Especially with the lackluster performance at a YCS Orlando. This is 2-3 months down the road. Alliance Insight. Right now, you wait. Patience wins this game. You let this card find a floor price. You see consolidation. Then you get exposure, to this card. And then we have LZ of the White Forest. Same deal. Look at that. Card had the booty shape recovery all the way to 40s as we expected. Then retracing back down to the mean. It says 28s. And here we are. This card could go back down, not just the 25s, but become maybe even a $20 card. It's kind of harsh, kind of hard. 25s are expected, though, conservatively. We'll see as the sell pressure comes back in, as people realize it's not doing much now. It's not doing much now. The gap zone is months away from now until Alliance Insight comes. So, again, I believe in the next couple of weeks, month and some change, this card will attempt to find a floor price, and it'll continue retracing back down to the mean. Where it'll give you guys a shot, again, to pick it up at around 25s, between 20 to 25s, before it goes to 40 to 50s, again, unless it gets a reprint and stampede. That's the only thing that would hamper this play of you picking it up at 20 to 25s and reselling back at 40 to 50s as that White Force, as a Mina hype, comes back heading into Alliance Insight. Then we have Deception of the Sinful Spoils. From Rage of the Abyss, card was 28, so we told you guys to buy it. Then the card was 44s, 45s. I think it even went as high as 50s. And now retracing back down to the scene of the crime. Same deal. Why? People saw that the card didn't perform. No one was playing this for the most, especially not in the top tables. So again, people are like, you know what? I'm going to sell this and recycle this and go into the cards that I really need. 44 listings and now back down. Back down at around 30s. And again, so again, if you need this and you still need to get ready for White Force as a mean Alliance Insight, this is when you buy these cards. Yeah, again, same deal. Stampede, if it reprints this, disclaimer, goes out of the window. But again, assuming it doesn't get a reprint, anytime soon, this is when you buy a card like this. You come in, you pay $100 post-tax, you get access to the playset of the card, and you have access to it for your White Force deck. So again, I believe this is when you want to buy a card. When the deck underperforms in the current format and is getting support in the future format in the next core set, you want to buy the lack of interest. You want to buy the blood in the streets. No one right now cares about this card because it didn't perform in YCS Orlando. That's good. That's when if you need it, you get exposure, you get the card. Not bad at all to consider it at around 30s. If you need your playset right there, not bad. Yeah, not bad. I believe these still can be 40 to 50s easily. Once that White Forest hype comes back near Alliance Insight. So just have that vision. You know what I mean? Then we have Mulcharmys here. Mulcharmy for Wallows. This card continues to hover in the 70s. It says 78s. You have a massive wall of China here at around 80s. And that's what's to be expected. The card is still in need. The card is still in high demand. Everyone is still playing the card because they need it if they're competing. But again, in the mid to long term, this is too much money, man. This is too much money for a card that's going to be single digits. Crazy. I can't blame this wall of China right here. Unloading these, again, guys, it continues to be best-selling. Look at it. I mean, people need it. And that demand won't go anywhere, even until the reprint actually comes out. But again, I'd be selling for Wallows just the same way as Perulia. Look at it. The demand is coming in. High demand for this card. People realizing they still need the card. Still around low 40s right here. The walls continue to come in. Just people trying to recycle that purchasing power. Could this be 45s, 50s? Sure, it could rebound, have a little rebound here, But again, people are just waiting on the announcement that this card is getting reprinted in Stampede as well. So it's just too risky right now. You know what I mean? Then we have Dominus cards. Dominus Impulse and Dominus Purge. For Impulse is what? Right here, still 57s, still in the mid to high 50s. Right here, as we can see. But that's just a couple of one-ups. It's really, if you take shipping into consideration, it's a $60 card, guys. 60 bones, essentially for this card. Still meta relevant, still best-selling. People still need it. That demand ain't going anywhere. Listings are low. So again, unless this card gets reprinted in Stampede, I believe this card could be a $75 card. So I do. So again, if you need it, don't wait too long. It's not the same to pay 57s for, now, instead of paying 75s down the line. You want to make sure you're early. in that sense. And then we have Dominus Purge again. You know, I remember we were talking about this card here. Let's go to the 3-month right here. And we mentioned this. We actually drew the chart and everything and said, guys, this card is going to go from 30s and become a $40 card one day. And, you know, it's going to make all-time highs. And look, card is at all-time highs. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Essentially a $40 card right here. 3 pages, 24 listings, essentially a 40. We're at the high 30s. You know, post-tax is already 40 bones. Here it is. Here it is at all-time high. We told you guys, pick this card up. We drew the chart. We said this is a double bottom formation and W-shaped recovery. Boom. Broke all-time high. That's it. Price discovery mode. Again, I would not be surprised if this card now becomes a $50 card. I would not be surprised. Yes, you do have massive walls of China, but that's at 40s. The conservative target was always 40s. But again, it has that $50 potential right there, unless it gets reprinted anytime soon. Then we have Maliss P. White Rabbit. Card continues to hover and consolidate in the high 30s. Not too many here. The walls are still around 40 bones. And this card has always been $40. So again, if you need it, don't let this be 50s and beyond down the line as Maliss continues to get new support in the next core set as well. You don't want to miss out on these cards. Yeah, could you retrace maybe to the mid-30s? Sure. But again, this is a meta-relevant card. Is heavily represented even at the highest of Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive events like YCS Orlando. Imagine in regionals. This deck's probably going to be dominating as well. So again, you know, you want access to this card. I wouldn't be waiting too long. Same as Maliss and Underground. Same deal. You know, the field spell was 28s, pushing up to 32s. And, you know, here you're getting deals, man. Look at that. Flat 30 bones, a playset. You come in here, you get $100 a playset. Not bad. Not bad. Don't let this be 40s down the line. Don't do that. You come in, you get exposure. Because what I like about these cards, unless something random happens, they get reprinted in Stampede, that they have a good life cycle throughout Nat season. That's the key. If you're buying this now in February, you're going to have March, April, May, June into July. Like, you're going to have so much usability and playability with usually not having to worry about a reprint. So again, at 30s, that's fine. This card could be 40 to 50s down the line. And when I say down the line, it could be 3 months from now or 6 months from now. You know, or 4 or 5 months, whenever Nats is happening, this card could be hot. You just don't know with the new support coming out how strong it can become. Or if a ban list comes. Yes, ban list can hit Maliss. Who knows? The next one, I doubt it. You know, and if it does, I don't think it's going to be to the point where it just breaks down the deck. But it could also hit Ryzeal or one of the other best decks right now. Or maybe hit Engraver. Hit the consistency. You just don't know. So definitely things to consider when analyzing these cards. And we have Ice Ryzeal. Again, card spiked up. Was 25s. You know, we saw it as high as like 40s recently. It was crazy. And right now it's back down to 30s. But again, if you need this card, don't let it come back up into the 40s and become a $50 Ultra. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. You come in, you get the cards you need. These were always in the 20s, super cheap. But this is the last shot at 30s before the card continues going up, because the same deal. Deck will continue to perform. It'll just get better when Mesa Master comes out. So again, with the new Tachyon spell. So don't sleep on Ice Ryzeal, man. And we have Blue Eyes White Dragon, quarter century secret rare. Look at that. We have massive walls of China, but you're starting to see the curvature here, guys. You're starting to see the curvature right there. Boom, that spike. That means the man is coming in right here. And yes, you see walls of China. Right here in the 30s, low 30s. But again, after that, guys, after that, the card goes to mid 30s. Don't let this be 40 to 50s. Jay, but this came in the 10. Don't matter, man. Little Knight was 40s forever until it got reprinted in Bonanza. So again, you're going to come in, you're going to get this card, you're going to buy into the wall of China. You don't want to be that guy paying $40 to $50 for a card that we were talking about it at the low 20s and now is at 30s. It's stair-stepping. Don't buy this 40s, 50s. It's an iconic Blue Eyes card, quarter century secret rare. It looks beautiful. If you need it and you want it, don't wait too much longer, man. You don't want to find yourself paying a premium. And we have Blue Eyes White Dragon, secret rare. This is the platinum secret rare, but it's like the 25th anniversary ultimate Kaiba set type of prismatic secret. What a beautiful card. Wow. What a beautiful card. Wow. It just looks amazing. Excuse me, guys. It looks beautiful. marvelous. And the card was what, 260s recently, you know, around 260. This chart is broken. You know, the card previously was 289s, and here we are. We have one at 300, and then it be PSA. Wow, that card looks beautiful. Playset, that's insane, man. It must be nice to have that money. And then another PSA at 500, and then yeah, right there. Look at that, crazy, with the plaque and everything at 1,000. So again, essentially, there's only one left at 300. 4 listings only. Wild, super scarce cards. You never know, man. There might be Blue Eyes player be like, you know what, this is the version I want. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how people are coming in and getting this card, but I get it. It's nice to have something like different, you know, something that people can't afford. You know what I mean? We have Sage with the Eyes of Blue again, guys. We just talked about this card, and the card keeps going up. We were talking about it in the mid to high teens, and now the card is 24 bones, and I don't know what else to do with this card, man. What is this one? Does the Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon still have the Wall of China? It does. That's wild. Yo, that's insane. 3,857 copies. That is mind-boggling, guys. But again, going back to Sage, is essentially becoming a $25 secret rare. It's just, yo, if you want to place it, you need to pay $75 plus tax. Just bonkers, man. We're getting an OT. And this is probably coming to Stampede too. So y'all telling me y'all prefer this version instead of a quarter century? Most of the community won't. Or an OT from an OTS pack over this? Man, people need to stop wilding, man. You know what? I'm gonna move on. We have Stardust, Sinful, Divine Dragon. You know, again, continues to go parabolic. 28 bones. That's where you see the Wall of China. But this is the mega version. Let's see the OG. I think the OG was making moves, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. This one is in the 30s already. This one's in the 30s already, guys, as you can see. Look at that. You have one ofs, 2 ofs at 40s. That's where you see, you know, the playset, and then it's gone. So again, Blue Eyes hype, parabolic. Nothing else to say. We have Synchro Rumble from Agov, Age of Overlord. We were talking about this card at Shekels. I bought me a good stack of these cards at Shekels down here. You know, down here at Shekels. And we said, guys, this is a clean 3X. It's going to be a Billy one day. But nah, it's 2 Billies. It's 6X from the lows when we were talking about it. You have massive Walls of China, and Blue Eyes players don't care. They're like, give me my Rumble, man. Give me my Rumble. Single print. Did not come in the tins. So again, it's hard to get, even as a super rare. And it's going to be nice to be moving these soon. You know, the hype is here, man. Next week, I believe this card still into next week. Continues to be hot through the weekend, and it might even reach 3 bones, man. So again, after those walls of China right here, there's 3 walls of China. After that, it starts getting ridiculous. Look, over 5 bones at the bottom of the page, guys. So again, don't sleep on this card. It could go wild. That's a super rare. Again, hype, man, hype. That's what it means. When something is hype, is overblown, is needed too much. There's FOMO. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for this card that used to be a penny stock and now is becoming money. Guys, link in the description down below. Come over here to our Discord where we will be giving away this Firewall Dragon Ultimate Rare pretty soon. Make sure you join in the Discord. Don't miss out. And make sure you check out our discounts, tools and resources for the community for you guys here. Make sure you check it out. Link in the description down below. And then, guys, don't forget, on the channel, we always love to give back and give away. Make sure you subscribe right now on the way in. Make sure you like the video on the way in. We're always giving back on the channel. Stay tuned for our 7.5K giveaway and our 8K giveaway as well. We always love to give back on the channel. All you have to do is just be subscribed. Be subscribed. Get that exposure. Give yourself a shot. That's all you can ask for. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, and like the video as well, man. You know, let's get this video to 100 likes, man. It's hard. You know, thousands of people watch your boy, and it's hard to get 100 likes. Let's get this video to 100 likes. I'd gladly appreciate that, guys. And none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, and we're almost at 7.5K. So can't wait for that giveaway, guys. We're pretty close. So let's make it happen, guys. We have Evil Hero Dead End Prison. Again, this card right here is what? a secret rare that is going down. It's going down. Look at that. It's curving back down. It's going to go back down to single digits because people are going to realize there was a lot of hype into YCS Orlando. And this does nothing, man. Not going to do anything. It's a very nice little neat deck. The cards look beautiful. Hero play, we understand, but you know, it didn't do anything. As most decks, we said it a long time ago. Six Samurai getting support, Mermails. Yeah, at least Mermails got 2 tops. You know, but this nowhere to be seen. You know, Six Samurai and Evil Heroes and all this support. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? In the sense of competition. Sure, if you're casual, if you want your Evil Hero cards, I understand, but that won't push prices up. Again, we expect single digits for this card. I'd be running for them hills. That's just me. Then we have Mystical Space Typhoon. Card just went parabolic. Was 14s, gone. 29 bones, 4 listings right here. Cleaned out of the markets. Guys, as you can see, Mr. Clean is back at it, you know, making an appearance. Where's Mr. Clean, man? Your boy came in and he cleaned out. He don't play. He does this for a living. Mr. Clean came in and cleaned this card out. 4 listings only. You see only a couple left in the markets at around 30s. Wild, guys. For this quarter century secret rare from Rarity Collection to the Forgotten Rarity Collection that no one pays attention to anymore. And look at the value, just spiking up in price. And we have Argo Stars, Glorious Art, Adra. We said we will be talking about this card. And again, at around 5 bones, you know, this is not bad if you want to get initial exposure. You know, but again, I like the card more when it was in the 3s. Maybe a play set for 10 bones. That's my personal goal. You know, hopefully, excuse me, guys, not places, but the Walls of China continue, you know, pushing that sell pressure, pushing them prices down, back down to 3s. That's my hope, to get a play set for 10s or multiple play sets, but at that level. But 5s as an initial, investment point, or, you know, initial point of exposure is good. It's good as a secret rare. It has potential once Alliance Insight comes out and we get that new support in house. So again, I really like the secret rare as an investment. My goal is to get an RO9, but I want an RO9 at $10 a play set. So that's my goal. If not, we might pick up 1 to get some type of exposure, but this secret rare has potential, you know, down the line. Then we have Metatronus. Again, this card spiked up after YCS Orlando, massive volume spike, and here it is, still at around 6 bones. You know, that's where you see the Walls of China, 3 pages only. So again, the card continues to be in high demand post YCS Orlando. Just wanted to give you guys an update. You know, again, at $5.85, $5.70s, $5.85s, it could easily be $7.50, even as a super rare. It's just waiting for a reprint. We'll see if we get it, but if not, we expect this card now in price discovery mode, all-time high, to continue ascending in price. Then we have the Bystial package. We have the Bystial Juris Worm, the Bystial Lubellion, and Bystial Baldrake. These cards can continue to be best-selling right now. Best-selling right now, Juris Worm stable coining at 25s. You know, it could easily be 28s and then 30s as it continues to get hype. And everyone's playing Bystials right now. They're hot, man. Everyone. The best that Ryzeal Fiendsmith sneaks this in. Maliss sneaks this in. Again, all these decks are playing Bystials. They're just broke in this format. And again, we just need the Stampede reprint. So again, if I see 30s for these and I got a play set, I'm asking for a $100 bill, running for them hills. That's just what I'm doing, because we expect these to get reprinted in Stampede. It's not guaranteed, but come on now. No way Bystial skip that one. Same as Ubellies. Ubellies are crashing back down. If you go to the 6 month, you see the clear double top formation. Again, when you see a chart like this is a beautiful chart. Guys, men lie, women lie. The charts don't lie. Look, we have a double top formation. You know, essentially, you could draw it. Let me just redraw this. You know, because double tops are not always necessarily like a straight horizontal line. It could be like this, you know, in the sense where this is the resistance point, you know, right there, and then double top right there. So again, the key is going to be this pivot right here. That pivot low is a massive level. Again, if you go left, you see is really $20 is that key price that you want to continue to monitor. We expect it to go back down and retest, you know, that $20 mark, and that's going to be decision time. If it curves back up and rebounds, then what it could do, it could go back up to the high 20s, you know, go back up to the high 20s while it waits for a reprint. If it crashes down in this key point right here and it breaks that support, oh, run for them hills, man. If you're starting to see Walls of China of this card at 19s, I'd be running for them hills. because then it'll go down to 15s and probably become single digits the closer we get to the possible reprint. So again, just things to consider. When people see, they look at this chart, they don't know what's going on. Again, charts, man, use them to your advantage. Again, that's the point. $20 that I'd be looking at like a hawk right now. And the price, we're at 23. So again, 48 listings, guys. Of course, you only have a couple of 1s and 2s, but you see a 12 wall right there. Again, in the low 20s. So again, still fine. 23s, healthy level. We understand. $20 is that key point that you don't want to see it break towards the downside. So again, just monitor this chart for this one. Great information right there for the Bystial Yubelion. And then ball drakes, again, look at that, crashing down from the highs of 360s, guys. But the trend is your friend until the end. Higher lows and higher highs. Again, until this card gets a reprint, we expect the trend to continue. We see it as low as 3 bones, but that's a one of, place that's around 4 bones a pop. 4 bones a pop. So the chart hasn't updated, in a way, but this could be a double top formation, guys. Be careful. Be careful. I'm telling you, man, this could be a double top formation because, yeah, the hype is here. People need ball drakes. We understand. But again, decks continue to morph. Yes, you need it today, but then, some other dude tops and they didn't play this or played less of these, and then the card gets that sell pressure to come in. So again, yes, it's in an uptrend in the short to midterm, but in the longer term, I believe this is a double top formation because you got a clear look. It looks the same thing. How it's crashing back down again. So definitely something to, no one's paying attention to this. No one, but you are now, because we always discuss the charts here on the channel. Let me know what you guys think. So here we have Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis. Again, this card continues to just consolidate here. It's literally waiting to see if it's going to get reprinted or not. That's what it's waiting for. You have this massive wall at China at 27.28, and this is what it's waiting for, to see if it's going to get reprinted in Stampede. But again, the demand continues to stay consistent here. What a chart. It's just consolidating, going sideways. I got rid of mine. Maybe the card goes up to 30, 35s, 40s. Anything is possible, guys. Again, if this card wouldn't have, had the potential to get double dipped in Stampede, I would have been buying more copies, at 13s. I only got 2. Got rid of both of them now. So again, that's just me. But if it's you, if you needed to play, hey, you need to understand. 28s, you come in, you get your copy. But again, just be careful. Because them Stampede reprints, if it's coming, man, honestly, I look at this card, there's no way that this card doesn't get a PCR, a PUR, a PSR, all them Ps and all them Rs. I'm telling you, man, that I'd be like Gamer's Choice. I'd be unloading this card. Yeah, could it go up higher? Sure. But again, I just have that feeling, man, little by little. Time is flying by, man. We're already heading towards mid-February with the Blue Eyes hype. Then March comes around. And then 1 month from then, we're going to get Stampede. And then that's when you're going to start seeing, them announcing the cards that are getting reprinted and stuff. You don't want to be that guy holding on for too long. If you need it for the short term, I understand. But mid to long term, I'd be unloading this card. That's just me. But it continues to be best selling because it's an extra deck staple. Most people play this card. It continues to be broken. A bouncing in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's always been broken. Same as Chaos Angel, broken extra deck card, used to be 35s. Now it's still here, hovering at 30s if you need a playset, a hundy for a playset. I mean, at this point, not bad. Walls of China right here. But again, same as Sky Crisis. Like, there's no way. Look at this card. You're telling me this card is not gonna get like a PUR? You imagine this card? PUR, PCRs. Wow, beautiful quarter century. Woo. Man, this is coming in Stampede. I'd be selling this right now. That's just me. Of course, you have a gap zone, guys. You still have a 1 to 2 month time frame to play around with this card, to move it, to trade it, you pick it up, sell it, and things of that nature. But in the big picture, it continues to be best selling. It continues to be hot. And the card can, again, in the sense, I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up this 40 to 50s one day. Is it definitely possible? Why? Because when we were talking about it at 15s, we were like, yo, you're crazy, $30. And here we are. So again, anything is possible for this card. But as more time passes by, even though the card is high in demand, the closer we get to a potential double dip reprint. Same as Imseti, Glory of Horus. Of course, the engine is falling out of favor. No one's actually playing Imsetis. Essentially, people are waiting. What? Maybe Orcus picks this back up. So again, You know, the potential for this card is always there. It'll always be in demand. People needing this card, but at the same time, reprint season, man. I'm telling you, man, just be careful. If Stampede reprints this, you don't want to be. Just think about it. Let's say you have a playset of this, and you have what, 60 bones on your hands, let's say, for example, and this gets the Stampede treatment. It already has a quarter century, but all the other 6 rarities, it gets a PCR, PUR, and all them P's and all them. You imagine? What do you think this card is going to be? $5 would be too much. So all that purchasing power, $60 can become 15. Boom, quick. And you don't want to, you don't want to do that. So again, as the card continues to be best selling, you want to make sure you sell into this demand before the card crashes down into the teens and eventually into the single digits. That's just me. We have Guiding Quem the Virtuous. Again, this card, this Prismatic Secret is spiking up in price. We always thought this card would be money, but it took forever. It was always just hovering there around 9, 10, 11s, 9, 10, 11s, and now it says 12s, but really it's a $13 card, 20 listings only, and then the walls are at, the walls are pushing 14.55s, man. Wow. Almost a $15 card, 2 pages only. So again, is this Master Duel hype? I'm not even sure. The whole point is that this card, we expected in Stampede as well. For them to double dip. This card's artwork is beautiful. I'd really like this card in PUR, PCR, man, we need it. So keep it in mind as it goes up in price. Again, you want to sell into demand, into spikes like these. So again, at around 15s, I'd be waiting at least for 15s, or sell around these walls. Just sell right before, the Stampede reprints. Most likely in April. Look, Blazing Cartesia, Guiding Quem, Grand Guignol. I expect all of these cards to be in Stampede, guys. What is Grand Guignol doing? Ah, there's a $3 card. Yo, that's crazy. It's been in an uptrend. Look at that. Best selling, man. Wow. Yeah. So definitely one to keep in mind as a beautiful platinum secret rare. Prismatic secret rare. Then we have triple T's, triple tactics talent. We have droplet as well. So again, look at that. We were talking about this card at 9 bones, at 8.99s. 8.99s recently. Look, that's what we were talking about it at 8.90s, and the card is $13. The card is 13 bones, and look at all these one-ofs. The card is gonna be 15 bones. Man, where is it, man? I need to make a fresh off the flashback. Where is it, man? I need to find it. Probably right here. We were talking about, that's crazy, man. We're always talking about these staples. And at $8.99, there was a wall of China, over 100 copies. And what did we say? Guys, pick this up at single digits. It's a matter of time before across the board, they're not just only double digits, but they're 15s a pop. And we're on our way. We're clearly on our way. This game is too easy, man. We're an hour in, bro. That's crazy. We're an hour in. The community's saying to do longer market watches forever. So lately we've been doing, longer market watches. We're an hour in this market watch, and look at what we're talking about still. At this point, triple T's, man. Triple Tactics Talent Ultra. It was 8.99s. And now they're 13s. And they could be 15s pretty soon. 13 listings only. Volume coming in. Card is broken right now. What else can I say? I need to move on. Droplets. Same deal. Look at that. We're 5s. Says 7s here, but we're really pushing 8s. Don't let this be the next one. Don't let this ultra rare at 7 to 8s become double digits and eventually $15 down the line. Don't do that. Pick up your cards now. This card has always been a staple, has always been broken. Same as, look at that. Thrust, guys, was 11s recently, coming back down to 9s. Same deal. Don't let this be 15s. You come in early. I don't know how else to say it, man. This is free money. Free money. These are staples. Staples. Everyone needs these cards. Hell, I don't even play and I want them. I'm not playing right now. I'm not going to logos. I'm not doing, and I want it. Why? As an investment. You know what I mean? Because I know they're going to go up, man. Easy money. We have Christian Quarian Gan Drax. This card still holding. Look at that. It's just starting to crash down. What did we say? We told you guys, you sell this card. That's what we said. Why? Because either it gets a reprint soon, Mesa Master would be beautiful for that one, or it falls out of favor. Who's playing Cristrons? Jay, but this one deck top, this one kid with Crystron tops, and this pro player was playing Crystron, and who cares? Who cares? We just analyzed YCS Orlando. Where was it in the top tables? Yeah, oh, Jay, but in regionals, it could do this, it could do that, but not at a massive level. Not where everyone would need to get their hands on this card. It's very niche, in my humble opinion. So that's why when we were, it was mid-30s, man. Selling this, we told you guys to sell, and look at that. This card is what? 27s, and this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of its downfall. You know, again, I expect this card to go back down to 20 bones soon, and even back down into the teens. You know, so it is what it is. You have Evil Hero Dusted Gold. Again, card continues to, you know, go down in price now, actually. Card was as high as in the 30s recently, low to mid 30s, and now it's still around 25 bones. Again, this card, it needs a reprint. It needs a reprint in Stampede. No way. Even as a Platinum Secret and a quarter century, but no way this card doesn't get reprinted. And also Bane as well. These Evil Hero cards, they just got support. They'll probably come in you know, in Stampede. That's what we expect. So again, we told you guys that's why we would be selling. Look, we made back-to-back in our weekend videos. Where is it? Where is it? Look, boom, 5 days ago. Sell these now, and then the one before that, a week before that, where is it? Look at that, back-to-back videos. You know, back-to-back weekends. We've been telling you guys to sell. We've been telling you guys to sell this card. So again, that's what I'd be doing if I have it. Because yes, the card is needed, but isn't no meta relevance. No meta relevance right now, plus a possible impending reprint. When you combine those factors, it's an easy sell, man. Don't let it be in the teens before you decide to pull the trigger. Silhouette Rabbit, you know, from the Infinite Forbidden, this card continues to be best-selling, even though as it cracks the $15 mark, it still continues to be the best-selling card because it's a great generic Link 2. And generic Link 2s are always good, you know, either to use its effect or to continue linking up in a way. So again, it's that damn rabbit still holding Valley. You know, hey, you never know. It might come in Stampede as well. So we'll see what happens with the rabbit, but it continues to be best-selling at around 15 bones. Then we have Bystial Dispater. Again, this Platinum Secret, not Platinum Secret, Prismatic Secret Rare is bumping up to 12s just off the Bystial hype. Just off the Bystial hype, you know, with Druid Worm and Ball Drake and Lubellies. Look at that. Card was 950s, single digits forever, and around 10s forever, bumping up to 11s. But after those 18, the True Wall of China is already at 12 bones. So again, this card was always, you know, $9, $10, and now spiking up in price. As you can see, it's become a best-selling card because Bystial hype, man. Just as simple as that. But this one probably gets double dipped into. They should just reprint the entire Bystial package inside Stampede. We'll see what ends up happening. Cosmic Blazer Dragon. Look at that. This card had a massive Wall of China of I think this was like 2,000 copies. So it's already been cut in half at around 4 bones. And after that, it goes to 450s. And after that, it'll be 5s and beyond. I have like 15 of these. Yeah, I came in at $150 at 2 bones. I'm like, this quarter century used to be, this card used to be 20 bones for the Duelist Saga one. What is going to happen to a quarter century down the line? Yes, massive supply. I understand, but it's a matter of time before these walls get gobbled up. They dry up, and this is a $5 and beyond card, so keep it in mind. We talked about Black Brute Drago spiking up in price, but the card got bought like a couple of days ago. But thanks to the Ultimate Time Wizard, you know, event in YCS Orlando, someone was saying that, you know, it topped or won it. Or I'm not sure. They were using this, and this card is gone. It's gone. Last time we talked about it, I think it was like in the 20s or something. And I'm like, why is this card? I said it was probably due to Edison, and I turned out to be right. And this card is cleaned out, guys. So it's best selling, as you can see. This card needs a reprint, man. If I would have this card, I'd be selling it in a heartbeat. We have Big Welcome Labyrinth. Again, this card continues to make new all-time highs, guys. The trend is your friend until the end, and the card is around 7s, pushing 8s. So again, Labyrinth is another deck. Yeah, maybe at the regional level, it might see play, you know, and people topping and stuff like that. But in the YCS, you didn't see one single Lab player. So again, that's kind of worrisome in that sense because people had high expectations after Snake Eyes got hit, you know, that this deck would take over, but hasn't happened at the highest Yu-Gi-Oh competitive events. So we'll continue to monitor these cards, but still continues to be best selling, man, because a lot of people like Labyrinth, man. Same as the Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon, played in labs, just a broken card in general. It continues to crash down, but it's still best selling. Volume is still consistent. People still need this card. This card was double digits forever, you know, as of late, but now cracking the single digi mark. Me, I'd be selling this card. Could have easily waited for the weekend to advise for people to sell this card, but here we are. It's best selling. I'd be selling this as you see the cracks into the single digi range. Don't let this be $5. Don't let this be 2-3 bones. Down the line, once it gets reprinted, because it does need a reprint, Stampede would be the perfect place. But we'll continue to monitor that card. And lastly, we have Poseidra, the Storming Atlantean. This card used to be 32. There was 13 Billy Bonds that paid 30. Where's Billy, man? I need to see your boy Billy, man. Mr. Thornton. Yeah, there was 13 Thorntons paying 32 bones. Play set for $100. And 19 more Thorntons at 26s. And, 87 Thorntons at 15. Holy moly. And then, 700, the massive volume candle came in at a smart price at around 4 to 5s. And here we are. So 94 listings. Thanks to the Mermail players that top this card is starting to see some demand coming in. So at around 5 bones as a secret. Yeah, could it go down to 2 to 3s? Sure, but it could easily go back up to 750s as well. So definitely one to continue to monitor down the line. Guys, an hour plus in. An hour plus, man. If you made it this far out into the video, you're a straight MVP. I don't know what else to say, man. Thank you to those who swung by the live stream last night. It was fun. We'll live stream next Thursday as well, so stay tuned for that. Today's Friday, man. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I look forward to the weekend videos as always. Much love for the community, man. We continue to stay strong. The videos, man. All thanks to you guys. As we can see, just strong turnout, man. Especially this YCS Orlando video. Almost hit that 4K mark. That's wild, man. I appreciate it, man. Each and every single one of you guys here. Hey, if you can relate to what we do here, make sure you destroy the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe on the way out and like the video, man. Let's try and get this video to 100 likes. And don't forget, we're always giving away and giving back on the channel. You want to be subscribed so you can participate in our channel giveaways. Make sure you share this in one place, one person, group chat, friends that likes to monitor the markets. Make sure you do so, just like yourself. It really does go a long way. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.